Hi, I'm Philipe from the Google RCS team.
And I'm Anthony, a developer evangelist at Twilio, the customer engagement platform for messaging, voice, email, and authentication built for developers.
Fantastic. So, as you probably know, we at Google see the incredible potential of RCS to define how users interact with brands. Imagine receiving messages with high-resolution images, videos, interactive buttons, all inside your native messaging app.
Yeah, exactly. So in the next few minutes, we're going to walk you through sending your first RCS message with Twilio. We're going to start by creating an RCS sender and adding a test device. Then we're going to plan SMS fallback for non-RCS scenarios. We'll also build a rich carousel message with a template, check delivery and analytics, and then we're going to wrap up with what to submit for carrier approval.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Now, quick context before we dive in. Your RCS sender gives your messages a verified branded profile. So when someone gets your RCS message, they'll see your brand name, your logo, your color, and your contact info. So it's clearly you and not a random number. Now, this profile is verified, which builds trust between brands and their customers, all while preventing spam and bad actors. And today, we're going to be using the Twilio Console, Twilio's web interface for managing Twilio products and your account. To start creating your RCS sender, open the console and check that RCS is pinned on the left sidebar. If it isn't, you can click on Explore Products, then find or search for RCS, and then click on this little pin icon to pin it to the sidebar. Now, go to RCS Senders and click Create New Sender. Now, here we have a comprehensive UI builder to see the creation process in real time. So first, we need to give a sender display name. Now, this is the name that's going to show up when the recipient sees your message. For this demo, I will name it Twilio Builders. In production, use your actual brand name, then click Continue. Now, we'll define all of the user-facing information that people see for this sender, specify a short description, and this might help with brand identity. I will add in be a builder. Next, add your brand visuals. You can paste in the URLs for your logo and your banner, and this helps your messages feel on brand. Then give it a nice feel with your brand's accent color, which is used for button borders and highlights. Next, in the contact details, we'll add either a phone number or an email address for a support contact. Please make sure to add in your business's phone number instead of your personal one. Then you'll add in links to your privacy policy and terms of service. Once done, you can check out the preview, and when you're happy with it, click Next. It's time to test our sender and see how messages actually show up on real devices. And we're going to do this by specifying a test device to confirm the look and feel of our sender. Now, I'm going to use my personal phone, which is RCS compatible. We'll click on the Add Device to Test the Sender button and add my RCS supported phone number. Once I click Invite, this is going to send an invitation message over to my phone number from RBM Tester Management. On my phone, I'll click Make Me a Tester to accept the invite. Back in the console, let's tick the checkbox to acknowledge the tester accepted the invite. Then we'll type out our message, and I'll just say, this is a test RCS message. I'll click the button to send test message. And there it is. This message is from our demo sender, branded with the logo and description. And see, there's even a verified badge, which means that the brand is confirmed and not a random number. And if I happen to tap the sender's info, you'll see the banner image and everything we added earlier. Back in the console, click Done, and congrats, you've successfully created an RCS sender. Now, we'll click on Close to go back to the home page. If you're already using Twilio to send SMS messages, you might be familiar with a messaging service, which is basically like a bundle that manages your senders and shared messaging features. So head to Messaging Services and create messaging service. I'll name it My RCS Service, then click Next. Now we need to add a sender to our sender pool, which is a group of senders. We're going to hit Add Senders and pick the RCS sender type, then Continue. From the list, find the RCS sender that we just created and tick the checkbox and click Add RCS Senders. Now, see this banner? You need an SMS-enabled phone number in the sender pool so that Twilio can fall back when RCS isn't available. For instance, maybe the recipient's device has RCS turned off, maybe their carrier or region doesn't support it, or maybe they're offline. So click Add Senders, and this time we're going to add a phone number. Click Continue and tick the checkbox for an SMS-enabled phone number attached to your account. If needed, you can buy a new number or reassign an existing one, then click Add Phone Numbers. And you'll see two senders in this pool, one for RCS and another for SMS fallback. There are a couple of other steps here, but we'll skip those for this video as they're out of scope. So let's click Skip Setup because our service is ready and the sender pool is set. Then we're going to copy the messaging service SID, which starts with MG. Now, let's jump into some code where we will trigger our message. In our code editor, I've got a file open called send.rcs.js. I'm using Node.js with the Twilio helper library, but you can use your preferred language. And this snippet sends a message. The only thing I'm changing is the messaging service SID parameter. So I'm going to paste in the SID that we copied from earlier. And remember, this service includes our RCS sender and SMS number for fallback. To test, I will save this file, open up a terminal window, and then run node send.rcs.js. Now, if we look at my phone, we can see that our RCS message has been sent successfully. Now that we've tested the core RCS functionality, let's have a little bit of fun and add a rich message using Twilio's Content Template Builder. This builder lets you create rich templates you can reuse across RCS, SMS, and other channels, so you don't have to rebuild content for each one of those channels. For RCS, you can include media, cards, buttons, and carousel messages, which we will create in a moment. And you can build templates in two different ways. Firstly, in the console, which we will be using, or by API if you want to automate things. In the console, click Messaging from the sidebar, then Content Template Builder. Click Create New to create a new template. Give it a template name. Here, I'll call it RCS_carousel. Specify a language. I will use English. And let's choose carousel for our content type. Scroll down a bit and you'll see carousels are supported on RCS and some other channels. Then click Create. Now on the page, you'll see where you can enter the content for our carousel. I'll give it a body. Then I'll fill in the card info. Let's paste in a URL for an image. And then I'll give it a card title like RCS Docs and a body to describe the card. Next, we'll customize the button associated with this card. I want it to link to a website, so I'll select Visit Website from the dropdown, set the button text to Docs, and then paste in our URL. I'll add a second card for the onboarding guide, same steps as before. Done. Now we've got two cards which we can preview before hitting Save. After saving, copy the content SID, which starts with HX, and let's hop back into our code editor. To send the carousel message, all we need to do is change one line of code, replace the body parameter with the template's content SID, and paste it here. Everything else stays the same. Save the file and run it again, and just like that, we've sent an RCS carousel message with Twilio. With our carousel sent, let's see how it performed. Back in the console, click the Monitor tab, then Insights and Messages. This is Messaging Insights, a set of real-time dashboards for your messaging health. It shows things like delivery, errors, and engagement. Let's filter to RCS. So under the filter results, change the field to channel and make it equal to RCS. This will update all of the dashboards. From there, you can see things like your deliverability score, its traffic, the delivery status, and so much more. Messaging Insights gives you the full picture, whether you're prototyping or in production, and it shows what's working so that you can iterate fast. Right now, our RCS sender is fully usable for testing. When you're ready to message all users in production, you'll want to complete carrier approval. To do this, find your sender and ensure that all of its public details are correct. Then click on the Carrier Approval tab and continue setup. Now, heads up, once you submit, the details are locked in, so make sure that they're final before proceeding. And then when ready, click I understand. Fill in the compliance details such as the countries where you want to launch your RCS sender, then provide a video showing a sample campaign message, including the opt-out flow. Next, provide the screenshot for your opt-in flow, and then answer the questions for how your users will interact with this sender. Finally, provide an employee contact who can verify all of this information. Once filled out, tick the checkbox and hit submit. Now from there, your sender will get reviewed, and once it's approved, you can deliver messages across carrier networks.
That was great. Verify the branding, reach cards, and the fallback all up and running in minutes. Where can our viewers go to learn more?
Yeah, so check out the RCS docs, which include the onboarding guide. And if you're new to Twilio, grab a free trial account.
Thanks, Anthony. And now I can't wait to see what you build with RCS.